absolutely insane. This is the type of thing I reckon Devin Haney can get behind.
It's mental.
They'll enjoy it.
We've just said off camera, mate. It's the type of thing where you look at the pictures now of them moving the barriers to let the cars through. They've shut down the square route of a boxing ring and a bit of an inner ring side that we would have seen at Spurs last week. The rest of it is your standard Manhattan. You've got people coming out of Broadway shows, people coming out of restaurants into the middle of this. It's madness, but it shows what the pull of Saudi and Turkey can do. They can shut down Times Square and put a boxing event on.
Yeah, look, I don't know how he pulled, he swindled it, I think, from getting the fireman and the police officer on the card.
That's how they done it. That you put that fight on the card and you got this. It's mental, but look, 3 years ago, boxing was in a place where none of the fights we wanted to see were happening. The spectacle was starting to dwindle and waste on people. So from that point of view, you got to be glad for this. But I mean, look at Ramirez now being waited to lay out this card. It's just mad. It's just crazy.
Just down to sit there. Yeah, insane. Absolute insanity.
Look, as a spectacle, it's incredible. But as someone who stood in the middle of Times Square, I'm just picturing it like this tonight. I know you've been there as well, mate. Having stood in the middle of Times Square, I can't picture this tonight. Imagine being there and there's a whole area cordoned off. It's just.
I know, but it had so much more potential than what they've actually done with it. Look, surely if they've agreed to it, they could have just done it so that it's just a free for all.
Mate, if they keep panning to the cameras of people on the outside, imagine those people could be in and seeing it. It's
I know. It's
150. Is it 150 VIPs? Is that all there is?
Yeah, literally just A-list celebrities and the promoters and the teams.
And Conor Ben. Don't forget Conor Ben.
Yeah.
We said it's going to rise from last week. It's happened quicker than we thought. Don't get me wrong. As a spectacle, so take away from the boxing, as a picture, this looks fucking phenomenal, but there could have been so much more there. I think from my job point of view, how I look at things from an events point of view, I've gone to another level and you could have made this look so much better, but then again, no one's done anything in Times Square before, so how critical?
Yeah. There's not really a benchmark to go off. They see the Haney Progray, absolute schooling that wasn't it, Dave? An absolute stinker or something controversial, yeah.
And Dave, I will tell you this: Devin Haney's going to edge a points decision here. He's going to be edgy as anything after Garcia. He may have his
toughest as well.
He's got his O on his records, but counts for absolutely nothing. We're going to find out in the first 90 seconds what Devin Haney we've got. And look, the DAZN fan zone polls at 50-50. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
Like I said during the week, the Devin Haney that fought Regis Prograis, that dropped him early, that scored him, this is an 80-20 fight, but the Devin Haney we have off the back of the beating he took from Ryan Garcia, you just don't know. And we're not going to know until the end of the first couple of rounds, are we, mate?
Yeah, no, we're not. It looks nice and relaxed on the ring walk.
I actually think behind closed doors it could suit him. I think Devin not having the pressure of the crowd.
Yeah, I agree.
We appreciate Devin for his boxing skills, but a paying crowd will start booing him because he's not looking for a knockout. He's not going to have that tonight, so that could really suit him.
Yeah, no, I completely agree on that. That's fair because he's going to have a lot of crowd interference, shall we say, whenever he's back in arenas.
I mean, Devin Haney may ask to only ever fight in Times Square after this. Michael Buffer in a lovely... Is that a snakeskin number? We need Jay.
But that Rick Reno guy...
Yeah, mate, he gives me the heebie-jeebies and I don't have any kids, so
I didn't even realise Buffer was doing it. Diamante was doing the prelims.
Right, Buff is on the jet straight to Saudi after this, so he's there for tomorrow.
Is he actually?
I reckon he will be. I reckon he's got to do main event. He's at least got to be there for Canelo.
Well, Thomas Triber was doing the weigh-ins and stuff, so unless they keep him.
Thomas Triber does everything apart from main event, doesn't he, for all these Riyadh season cards? So
True. Imagine if Buffer's... that would be class. So Eddie, Turkey, Buffer all on the same jet.
I reckon a couple of these officials tonight are on the jet as well, so they're out there tomorrow. Turkey's favourites, even.
Oh, yeah.
This is a joke for anyone from the offices of Turkey Al Sheikh that may be listening. We are open for sponsorship, but I've just seen Oscar's suit for the first time. That is, it's lucky it's behind closed doors wearing that. Jesus. A lot of people have written Ramirez off this week, and okay, his best days came at 140, but he's the type of fighter that if Devin Haney's off rhythm or has lost a step, he can capitalise and punish him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ramirez has in the tank, to be honest. I need to see.
Like he was competitive enough against Barbosa, and we've just seen the level of Barbosa from the Teo fight. If I think Devin Haney's not as good as Teo, if Ramirez is on it, he can win tonight. That's the reality.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion. I picked Devin on points, narrow, but if Ramirez is on it and Devin is slightly off, we could have a shock.
Yeah, Devin looks massive. What was I going to say? About Haney, I was chatting to Jay in the last one. Did you see about Shane Mosley's claim to have fixed his power?
I hear that, but with Devin, it's never about his power isn't there. It's just about he boxes in such a way that it doesn't show his power, if that makes sense. It's not just fixing Devin Haney's power, it's modifying and changing the whole way he boxes. And that doesn't... I mean, look at him here. He's... Bill... Yeah, here we go. They're coming together now, but...
Oh, yeah, Bill's in the front and centre. Don't worry about that.
Got a good referee. David Fields is a very good referee in charge of this one.
Here we go.
Here we go, indeed.
Hello, the boys.
Come on, Ramirez, make it interesting.
So we're going to know in about 90 seconds, mate, what time the fight is going to be. We're underway.
Let's see if the dream can not put me into sweet dreams.
It's starting to look a bit better now it's getting darker.
Yeah,
it just looks like
how many people are on the outside.
It'll be pretty cold there, you know. New York in May.
That's interesting. Ramirez has thrown 2 body shots and Haney straight in, clinching, looking to hold.
I mean, Haney could be ruined from that Garcia loss mentally. We don't know that yet. I don't think he is, but...
This is what we were saying before you came on, mate. Like, the mental scars that could be there, we're not going to find out until 2-3 rounds in.
Did either of you see the thing where he apparently turned the scale off to not let it be known how much he rehydrated up to?
No.
And so at the ceremonial yesterday, he goes on, he leans down, pushes the scale off, an official comes across and he says, "No, it's not going on." And they just sort of back off and let him weigh in.
He didn't want to be known what he rehydrated to, basically, because he's, people are saying he's a weight bully and all this, but look, I don't know.
So basically tell me it's a ceremonial weigh-in without telling me, and that's
yeah.
I mean, he's obviously bigger than Ramirez. It's blatantly obvious he's the bigger dude, naturally, or hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say he's a weight bully. I would, nah. I mean, yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult with Devin, isn't it? Because
Throwing
we've never
nothing on
seen
the
his
street.
full
Yeah.
potential. We've never seen Devin's full potential in terms of where he can get to. So calling him in a weight bully feels harsh, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he's moved up through the divisions, and if anything, he's fought somebody that's just come up from the division that he was just in. He's not really at light welter, super light. Sorry, calling out featherweights or bringing featherweights and super feathers up, is he? You know what I'm saying? So nah, I don't know, but yeah, he's the naturally bigger man tonight. But Ramirez has boxed at 140 for a long time, and was a champion at that weight.
Devin's first fight at 147 is this tonight. Ramirez's first fight at 147 was in November. So if they're both 140s
They're
that are
both 140s, aren't they?
in disguise.
Both moving up.
They're in disguise at 147. Look, not a lot's happened in the first round. Ramirez is looking for body work. Devin's looking everything to come off of his jab and his backhands, but nothing's landed clearly, has it?
Not a punch has been
all.
thrown.
4 punches from Haney. Love that. Ramirez not even trying because
it's the first round I've ever watched. The first opening round of a fight where they've not turned the CompuBox computer on. They've just left it on. Yeah, switch it on next one, mate.
Yeah, leave
possibly.
It, mate. Fine, no point.
0-0.
That poor geezer at his computer is just nothing to do.
Bill Haney's great corner work. We're from the streets, man. Let's go. Do you not know me?
He's not even talking. It's been that bad around. Bill doesn't need to talk.
Big Bill, I don't know what you heard about me. Nothing.
Sugar Shane.
I mean, is that a Haney round? I'm not scoring in the fight, by the way.
Well, apparently he threw 5 punches, and history vault says.
What, between them?
If Haney threw 5, Ramirez must have thrown 4.
I was going to say, if Haney threw 5, I missed 4 of them. And I watched the round from start to finish. Did I fall asleep halfway through?
That comes later, mate. It's too early.
100% that comes later.
It's literally a battle of Ramirez wants to throw to the body and Devin wants everything off of his backhand. It's who can establish themselves first, really. It's a lot of feinting and pouring, isn't it? Ramirez unloads in a bit. Devin ties up as soon as he gets close. It's scrappy.
Yeah, it's very negative from and I'm not.
Well, no, it's exactly the same Devin Haney that in the lead up to fighting Ryan Garcia. This is what he does. He is a less exciting version of Floyd Mayweather because he doesn't really do anything offensively. It's all defensive from Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
When he's looking to go in, he's also looking for how to get out instead of concentrating on getting in and getting some punches off. He wants to get in, done and out.
Watch his feet now. As quick as he's trying to land punches, he's already thinking about his way out, like you just said. He doesn't set himself for it long enough to even get a jab off.
Nah.
There's a reason that Jose Ramirez is in there tonight.
Yeah, to beat him if it carries on like this, mate. If we're being honest, this is there for Jose Ramirez to win. The Jose Ramirez we saw in the middle rounds against Josh Taylor, if he still has that left, he can win this fight.
Yeah, he's got to get him out with Garcia in October for the rematch.
I think Conor Benn's going to scupper that one.
I think Devin Haney's got to show us he can win, and what we've seen, 5 minutes into this fight is there's scars there. He's hesitant for whatever reason it is. Devin Haney's more hesitant than we've seen him pre-Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
That left hand has not left the side of his face. Even when he throws it, he's already getting it back. It's not leaving his chin.
Devin Haney's so negative, isn't he?
Yeah, I know what you mean about Ramirez as well. Hand history, but Ramirez isn't doing anything either.
This could be a long. What we're going to have after this, we're going to have 30 minutes left after this. This could be a long 30 minutes.
Well, not if Shane Mosley's correct, mate. Haney's going to be throwing bombs in a minute.
Mate, the biggest thing there is you actually believing Bill Haney's let him do anything in training camp.
I've just seen Mosley there. I didn't realise it were him. He looks like a black Billy Joe Saunders. That's going to be my new reference for nutritionally challenged people.
Good little flurry at the end of the round.
He caught Ramirez, sort of stunned him on the bell.
He did. That was a good.
Came
I know you mean about Sugar.
there, didn't it? That backhand that he's been trying to land literally since the first bell.
Yeah. Sugar could be fighting Billy Joe soon then.
It's there.
No, that's the Legends match. You know, Eddie Hearn's been talking about a Legends match. That's it there. Sean Mosley.
Sugar by name, sugar by nature.
Sweet.
It hasn't been great though, to be fair. That flurry at the end of the round though for both of them actually landed shots, to be fair.
It's been a typical Devin Haney performance. He's just more negative because he doesn't want to let his left hand leave his chin. That's the reality. There's some sort of scar there from what Garcia done to him because that's staying there. It's not, even when he's throwing a punch, he can't throw it because he wants to keep that there.
He's terrified of getting flattened.
Yeah.
And if he's terrified of getting flattened by a X135, 140 two-belt champion,
who's not a big puncher.
Yeah, what's that say for any more step up?
Or Garcia rematch is a bad one too. But yeah, look.
Well, let's see how Garcia looks in the fight after this. But based off the first one, yeah.
Watchalong's catch just sounds hopefully he'll cut loose in a little while. I'm holding out some hope. Oh my god, 5-4 to punches landed. That is pretty bad. Through 2 rounds. Devin gave Ryan. No, Ryan gave Devin PTSD. Jesus.
I mean, at least they've both thrown the same amount of punches. So I say the positive from those stats.
Yeah, Ramirez is sticking it on Haney a bit more in this round.
The AI judge has got Haney 2 rounds up, having thrown 1,500 punches over 2 rounds.
Yeah, in a minute, Turkey will be in his corner, giving him the old.
Hamza, you got to throw your right hand, Devin.
Uncle Frank will be in Bacoli's corner tomorrow.
Martin.
And then you have Billy going marathon.
Billy gets where water can't, doesn't he, Billy?
I do worry about Bacoli's discipline, though. To be fair, like
what discipline, mate? What discipline? It's obvious.
That's what
looking
I mean.
at him, he hasn't got any
discipline.
He hasn't got any discipline. That's his problem.
Yeah, if he could stop him, man.
Can you imagine if Martin McCauley shed something like 4 stone? What he'd be like?
How
fast he'd be? And explosive.
That's the only thing holding him back.
Yeah. Being built like a Christmas pudding.
Bacoli.
Yeah. You knew exactly what I was talking about, didn't you?
It's the whole. I've had him for a 9-week training camp, and then he's still
doing what? Where did you do that? Nando's.
Yeah, it's the only man who goes to training camp.
The same diet. Billy looks like he's doing 99 as well.
Comes out with more weight on him than after doing a 12-week camp.
Do you know what I mean? Billy he's the only trainer I know that has a base for a building camp in a flipping cake factory. Jesus Christ. There's no way he's done like had a dietitian or had meal prep. I know heavyweights don't necessarily have to cut, but there's no way that Martin Bacoli's ideal fighting weight is something like 22 stone.
No chance.
But he can barely bend down to tie his own boots, man.
You know what's interesting?
He's
only 9 pounds heavier than he was against Anderson, but because he leaned up so much for that Parker fight, we now see this and we go, oh, he's not lost a lot, but he's not a lot heavier than he was against Anderson. It's just how he fights and what he does. But again, the recency bias that we spoke about during the week when we done a prediction is coming out again because Look, if he doesn't get it done in 6 rounds, he's in trouble. Like I said on the chat earlier, mate, if this fight's going into the second half, the Cody's in trouble.
Yeah, I think he'll gas. Speaking of heavyweights, did you watch the Dave Allen Johnny Fisher? Have you seen that?
What
The one yesterday, the face to face. Dave Allen's so funny, man. He's dry as fuck, innit? How dry is he? Johnny, you're just not that good, mate. No, I'm just better than you. And I think I'll stop you.
You know what I love most for that fight? There's 30 quid tickets. If fight week I've got to spare 30 quid, I will happily, for the copper box, 30 quid just to watch it. Because, again, you go off the first fight. Dave Allen, I mean, you never know with Dave. We didn't think he was going to turn up in Saudi, and he was phenomenal. You've just got to hope that's given him enough for him to give it a good crack in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I've never been at Copper Box, but you couldn't get me there for free. I don't like events anymore. I've used to take him.
We've had
since we were young, since we were like 12. 12, we went to his first one. And as soon as he were out, when Crawler lost, we've been to Troy a couple of times. And that's it. I can't stand it, mate, honest to God. Don't matter where you sit, you're surrounded by dickheads, mate. Even ringside.
Yeah, Copper Box is one of those nice arenas, though, because it's not too big. It's one of those, if you can just zone in on what you're watching, you got a good view. But I do agree, mate, boxing, it's not
what it was. I know I'm going to sound old now, but plus I'm not emotionally invested in any fighters, so I can just give a take. Yeah. Even if it's big fights, I enjoy sat at home, just watching it by myself or on a live with you lads.
Power punches landed 9-4 in Devin.
Yeah, this fight is you could just loop the first round.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
Sam's not here.
Sam's not here, so you've said it. Haney is trying in sorts, but he's not fully. That were a good uppercut that he caught Ramirez with. But then not doing anything after, going for a walkabout.
The thing he's got is Ramirez is getting to a half step in, but he's not wanting to commit, and Devin doesn't want to come forward, so it just becomes this really awkward stalemate.
Just stood staring at each other, waiting for other one to do something.
There you go. Ramirez has just poured with 2 jabs, and Devin has almost jumped out of the way of him because it's so predictable. That's a 1-2 there. Might have only been the second we've seen this fight.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually, from a hand history vault. The performances from
Cody. I can't see.
Just keep it to me, Sam.
Takan, Parker, and a jab are the fights that Cody's sort of weighed in 300-ish. Oh, good left hook by Haney on the counter.
The one thing I will say positive about Martin Bakole is he makes me feel better when I take myself off and see myself in the mirror. I don't feel half as bad.
Amen.
I think at least I'm not Martin Bakole.
Devin Haney's. I mean, look, Devin Haney's in trainers, and I wonder he's happy going for a walk. What's his? I know it's not all the be all and end all of footwear, but he's in.
It's better than the Ugg boots or whatever he had on last time. Do you remember? He had
woolen things on. Yeah, that whole horrible sort of grey outfit. Yeah. Going to nickname him Forrest Gump at this rate. Just...
Go on, Bill. You tell him, Bill. Punch him in the face, son. You're Devin Haney. You're the dream. Punch him, son. He's not a boxing man.
Oh, man, it's going to be...
I'll meet him one day. I'll say it to his face because he pisses me off. He's not a boxing guy. Your son's good and you fucking got lucky off the back of it. Accept that and let him go with a trainer.
Is his son's mouthpiece?
But he's trying.
It works, doesn't it? I'm talking shit. He's never going to let him go anywhere else. It works. The become multi-millionaires. I'd do it, but he didn't box. I'd be a right gobshite. Imagine me. You're going to get fucked up.
Bill Haney on steroids.
Oh, Bill Haney wouldn't have shit on me, mate. I'd be fucking flipping tables and all sorts.
You'd be like
Derek Chisora trainers, mate.
Yeah, you'd be like John Fury and Bill Haney's love child.
Blood, guts, and thunder.
With the beard is
Top off and that at press conference, shadowboxing.
Yeah.
Finding the smallest geezers to headbutt, you'd be all over it, mate.
Yeah. Find some young geek, smash him in face, rip me top off,
I
screaming.
actually think about that all the time, about John Fury nutting some like 19-year-old in U16.
And then he's stood screaming with his own blood trickling down his face where he's cut himself.
Mate, the best part of that is Usyk's team's full of big geezers, and he's found
he didn't go near none of them. They all walked past him.
Oh,
He headbutted last one, little short kid.
One camera guy that's not got a camera at that moment and nutted him. That's all he's done.
But it was funny, man, because he hurt himself. He didn't nut him properly because he didn't want to nut anyone. It's we're all for sure. So he didn't headbutt properly. And he just went forehead to forehead with him and cut himself, the big sausage. Blood, guts and thunder. That's what I'm about.
Blood, guts and thunder.
A bit more ambition from Ramirez. He's at least tried to throw a few in this round.
Come on, Ramirez, do something.
This Forrest Gump against Carl Lewis at the moment.
Did you say Forrest Gump against Carl Lewis?
Yes, I did.
I think Forrest would give Carl a decent run for his money. To be fair, he's pretty fast off the blocks.
Maybe if he's going to run across America, there's a problem.
No, but he starts in football, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Furious.
He starts in football. You've got to have an acceleration in football.
Turkey's going, I paid all this money to have this fight.
This heap of shit.
What have I done?
Mate, he's just thinking, Canelo saves me tomorrow night. I get on the jet, get to Canelo. It's all good.
And Canelo goes points.
Josh Taylor tweeted out, he looks terrified here. So frantic.
He's doing exactly what I think we said he'd do during the week. He's panicking and he's having PTSD flashbacks from fucking getting flatlined.
Yeah, you know, it's
bad. There you go.
John, whatever you're doing at work, Dave, is much more entertaining than this fight. We're going to be honest. It's
shit.
What Jay said.
It's Devin Haney, like Josh Taylor tweeted out. He's frantic.
He hasn't settled into a pace. He's too tetchy. He's worried about what's coming back. He's worried about getting out. He's worried about getting knocked out, and it's just all too much.
That's it, mate. This isn't a frantic and doesn't know what to do Devin Haney. This is a gun shy and scared Devin Haney. He's
terrified to get him.
Liam, as you said, that I literally read Sam Jones put it out about Haney being gun shy, and then Conor Ben put out a picture of someone sleeping.
Yeah. Devin Haney is that scared of getting caught clean after what happened in the Garcia fight last year that I reckon the punch output is under 100 punches each at this point, and we're halfway through the fight.
Way under. Way under.
Mate, imagine if you're flipping 150 punches in 6 rounds, but it was this week.
I know.
I swear to God, I'm sure I've seen the compy box stat guy at ringside counting the punches on his hands.
Mate, just going to use his toes in
totting it up at end of round. Right, what's that? 6.
1, 2.
Haney's thrown 2.
That's 6 across 6 rounds. That's not...
So they've done 10 punches across 6 rounds. So that means
it can only get better, lads. Here we go.
No, it can't though. It's Devin Haney, mate. It can go downhill from here. Come on, Ramirez, do something.
Yeah, that sums it up. Hand history, on with you. I mean, that is crazy.
We said this card has potential to be 3 12-round fights. We think Garcia is going to get a stoppage and make a
I said Haney had dislocated his shoulder or get cut. Didn't happen this one.
He did, yeah.
He's got to fucking throw something. He's not going to pop his shoulder out, is he? He's got more chance of popping his ankle running backwards on it.
If Bill grabs it too hard in the corner, it might come out.
Come on, son. We're pimps, boy. Allegedly.
We did say during the week that there's a potential for these 3 fights to all go 12 rounds and be fairly boring. And at the moment, we're halfway towards that almost.
won't say the TO fight was boring. Like, I won't rush to watch it back, but I'd rather watch that than this.
Mate, at least there was action and punches thrown. This is just
the only thing that'll save this is you need to shift
knockdown.
the bigger.
Yeah, I thought you got it then as you said it. You nearly did a proper iconic moment then.
That would anything that would save this fight. Bang.
Yeah, that would have been on the money as well.
Mate, I would have walked off. You would not see him. I'd be gone.
That would have been the perfect.
To be fair, Haney was open to that left hook, and that was the shot that Ryan Garcia couldn't miss with. But the speed difference between Garcia and Ramirez is it's not comparable, is it?
Night and day, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say rinse and repeat. Liam said it while you weren't here. So it's had its outing tonight, brother.
I made my moment. I saw it. There was a blank screen.
Saw his opportunity and he seized it.
That's testimonial.
The enhanced speed.
I wouldn't give this fight the honor of having that said about it.
Oh, here we go. He's putting an asterisk on it.
Yes, there's a big caveat in there.
It's not a genuine one, is it?
Devin Haney is
not a WBA regular title like Garcia.
Yeah. Like he's literally just on his bike throwing like the odd, like Ramirez. If Ramirez can get stuck into him, like he is trying a little bit more. To be fair,
Ramirez Haney threw more punches in his warm up than he has through 6 rounds, and that's
like if I'm Ramirez's corner, I'm like just get stuck into him. You can
attack him. Attack him.
Like he's got no power. Like if you take a few, you take a few. Pack Devin needs to have it.
So Mike Coppinger's got it 5-1. Is it? No, he's got the first round 10-10, and then he's got every round bar round. No, he's give Haney every round, hasn't he?
Yeah. So
60-55, so he's give one drawn round.
Giving it a 10-10.
So we know where Mike Coppinger's round envelopes come from this.
We know he's paying Coppinger. It's fine.
You've got to be if you're in that Ramirez corner now, and you've
concerned.
I love it from the hand history. It's so true. It genuinely is. But
Devin Haney's not showing anything, so you've got to show a bit more if you're Ramirez now, because if Ramirez has anything left in his career, now's the time to show it, because you've got a real gun-shy Devin Haney in front of you.
Yeah. Nutritionally challenged.
That's the problem, though. No one's challenging Martin nutritionally, either they're just leaving him to it. Letting him sort his own diet plans out.
Diet. That's what's going on.
Diet. He's never shredded. He's never dieted in his life, has he, Martin Bacall? He ain't got it in him. You can see that.
Mate, he's just made like a couple of mil for fighting Joe Parker. There's no way Billy's getting him down to training on time and doing this.
No way Billy's getting him back to Scotland.
He's building a fucking shopping mall, for God's sake. And jogging down the streets of Congo.
He's literally a madman. I remember Billy was doing all the interviews in Saudi after the Parker fight, and he's like, I ain't seen Martin. He's in the shopping mall.
Boxer fucking recording a video of him buying a Rolex to go on.
He was literally like he was in Gucci before he'd hit the deck.
Trying to shit on while he's on his back.
Well, Parker buzzed him, and Bacoli's mind was in Gucci.
Do you have these in a size 10? While his feet are twitching and that. He's trying chinchilla coats on and shit.
They got Bacoli out of the shopping mall 20 minutes before the fight. He was in there 10 minutes after.
No, he got stuck in them jeans, hadn't he? That's why.
Yeah, that's why he was.
Mate, they had to cut him. They had to get a nice pair of industrial scissors down the side of him.
He was top to toe in Gucci at that presser this week. So,
apart from his Jesus is King t-shirt, it was all good. That could be Gucci as well, to be fair.
Man,
Ramirez is getting a little bit closer.
I know.
I think he's realised that Devin's not going to take him out.
Literally running around the ring, like
Forrest Gump.
Like this is painful to watch if you're a Devin Haney fan.
No, mate, this is painful to watch at 1:15 in the morning. Let's not be Devin
Yeah,
Haney.
no,
My eyes are burning. This fight is putting me to kip.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but it's.
I have found my new ASMR. I'm going to watch Haney versus Ramirez. I'll be asleep in 5 minutes.
Mate, you won't see the end of the first round. You'll be on
I'm
that.
telling you. No, I will. That was the most even, wasn't it? 10-10. They threw two punches each.
According to Coppinger, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-10, an absolute slobber knocker.
They're not throwing punches at all. Do you know what I think they'll do eventually? They'll just come out and do rock, paper, scissors in middle at ring for who wins the round.
Do you know they'll
Fresh going to put them in the middle and just say, right, you're not boxing.
Didn't they?
No.
like pick a shop over there, and then whoever runs there quickest will give you the decision.
I swear down.
He's from New York as well.
Get over the red wall and find the shop.
You win.
It's like next goal wins.
Charlie said that the security didn't want to let Shakur in. They didn't know who he was. Did you see that? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
That's flipping hilarious.
Saw him facing off with.
He's from New York as well. I'm pretty sure he's from New Jersey somewhere like that.
Yeah, he's from New Jersey, yeah. Or Jersey. Yeah, he's Newark, isn't he, or something?
I'm going to go look at that video later because that's going to be flipping brilliant. No one knowing he's Shakur. You've let 150 people into the event and you don't know who one of them is. Anyway, round 8 of this electrically boring fight.
Fight of the year contender.
Mate, Conor Benny,
mystery box.
Boatsi and Callum Smith, nothing on this.
Holy shit.
At least you know with Garcia Rolly, you know that's actually going to be.
He got in though, because he's there.
Regardless of what happens, there should be some action in that fight.
I've just seen the video there. They don't let him in. They're just saying, "Nah, I don't know who you are."
Here you go, lads. Devin's landed 38 of 129. Ramirez 24 of 155, and we're in round 8.
This is honestly, I'm not joking, boys. My eyes are burning.
Yeah, no, it's up there, Dave. Definitely, it's like, what's Devin Haney going to go and do? How can you call out Garcia for a rematch after this?
This is worse than Chisora White.
The only thing that can make this night worse is Garcia getting flatlined. For Turkey, the only thing that can make this worse is if Garcia gets flatlined.
I would say Garcia definitely stops Haney, but if Haney fought like this, he wouldn't stop Haney because he's not throwing any punches.
Couldn't get close enough to him. If Haney moves like this against Garcia second time round, he won't get close to him.
And even if you do, you're not catching him because he don't throw out, so he's not leaving any gaps for you.
He's glancing as he's on his way out. You're landing glancing blows the whole time.
Love to know like what the talks and the game plan was from Devin and his dad before this fight.
God knows.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Dad. We'll go and stink out Times Square.
Yeah, let's be as shit as we can, eh? What do you think to that plan, son?
And then tell you what we'll do to get everybody hyped. We'll tell Sugar Shane Mosley to tell everybody it's fix my power.
I can make you punch. I can knock people out.
I've an idea. Is there any way that we could box without actually boxing? Why don't we try that one?
Sugar Shane must have been hanging around with Mike Tyson earlier in the week.
On fucking mushrooms? He's imagined it all. Yeah, I fixed his power. Bill Haney's like that. We've never met the guy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's drag him into the corner now.
Yeah. Just bring him up here quick. Give him one of them T-shirts.
Being there all training camp, they just brought him in this week.
Get a snack T-shirt on him.
A Mawson baseball cap.
I just can't warm to Haney. Like, there's just something about him that I just don't.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's just not a likable guy. Not really, Dave, to be fair. Who's a jabber's best win, really?
His best fight is when he lost to Frank Sanchez. That's the reality. His best fight's the loss.
Yeah.
And look what Frank Sanchez has done.
He fought against Guido Vinello, didn't he, last time out or something? I love Hand History Vault's comments here on this fight. This is amazing. Devin's cooked Shakur is more entertaining at this point.
I think Shakur had beat Devin.
Yeah, light work.
Can I be really honest? If this was Shakur or more Ryan Garcia that would come forward more, Haney would be getting his head boxed off the way he's boxing tonight. Even with all the running he's doing, there'd still be a way for him to be getting beaten up. Ramirez just doesn't have it in him. You can tell he's moved up to this weight. He's not confident in himself, and it's showing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's been poor from Ramirez.
Okay. I'm glad we've got sound down. It's got Tava on. Antonio Tava. I can't listen to him.
I saw the presentation team earlier was Jim Lampley, Booker T.
When I saw Booker T, I switched it straight off.
Yeah,
I'm not listening to a wrestler, thank you. Pat McAfee, no thank you. Yeah. When I switched it on, they were talking to Eddie Earn.
Yeah.
I'm like, no thanks.
To be fair to Dev, I'm not his biggest fan, but he put out a belting tweet about Bacoli.
Sure.
So curious to see what mine Bacoli rehydrates to.
Think he's got a clause.
That's very good, actually.
Mate, he's just got that in his drafts and he rinses and repeats it depending on who the fighter is. But
he's probably used it before.
Yeah. Look, I can't even lie. I'm here for the X exchanges from Billy and all the people that are coming at Bacoli for weighing 299. I'm here for it.
It's the first fighter that Billy's had that makes Billy look more athletic than the fighter. I'm only joking, Billy.
Wants to stand next to Billy Nelson wants to stand next to a fighter. Sorry, is Bacoli right now.
He looks like an Adonis, doesn't he, next to Martin, bless him.
Mate, that double XL compared to a triple XL t-shirt never looks so good.
I'm not sure
how's this fight being scored? I just don't.
God knows.
I get them both out the ring and never see him again.
Just throw a towel in.
Yeah, Devin is struggling, isn't he, after the Garcia thing for sure. That's what happens when you get fed cans and taxi drives for your whole career. Half
30 fights.
That was a better left hook by Haney, but it had zero power in it. Absolutely zero.
And then he doesn't follow it up with anything, so it's just a waste of a shot because there's nothing coming off the back of it. So,
what's Bill going to say after this? We're going to go out there. We're going to smash you. We're going to 120, 108 you. We are. Haney looks like he's getting worse.
He's definitely not impressed anybody tonight, has he?
No, not the slightest. Maybe somebody who's looking for the cure to insomnia.
Wow.
The hell is this? Low rider. I think Turkey's just waiting and excited to get back home now.
Yeah. I have to go.
Speed up the private jet.
Eddie will be all over the... Hang on a minute. I thought they're taking a while in the Ramirez corner then.
So Turkey can get back.
No.
Maybe, yeah. I think they said he's going straight from here. A trap door might open, in championship rounds if Turkey's had enough and he wants to get off. The ring is broken. It's okay. We fight them again in Saudi.
Yeah.
Bring on the next combatants.
I tell you what, though, he might not want to put on any more Devin Haney.
6 a.m. so Turkey can get back.
Yeah, get it on, Dave. I'm open to suggestions at this point.
Yeah, Haney's not going to be a Riyadh season ambassador, is he? Anytime soon.
If that deal was already signed and getting announced, it's done.
Turkey's like, we lost the paperwork, Devin. Don't worry, my people will contact your people. Honest.
You sound familiar with their work. This has been. I mean, it's
Whose
round.
bright idea was it to put Devin Haney against Jose Ramirez on in Times Square?
God knows. I thought if Ramirez didn't have much left, there was a chance Haney could get him out of there, but he hadn't even looked close to doing that.
Yeah, I actually thought if there was going to be a stoppage in this fight, it would have been for Haney. But
I think we said the same in the week. If there's going to be a stoppage, it comes from Devin. But
we pretty much said, look, if Haney could be winning a shutout, he might be, but it's just the way he's going about it. It's terrible.
Devin Haney probably is winning this as a shutout, but yeah, it's not attractive. I mean, if Ryan Garcia gives us a quick stoppage, we're still in bed before 2:30, so take the positive.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not even bothered about that. It's the fact that this fight is on in this historic Ring magazine card in Times Square, and it's absolutely putrid.
The last time Devin Haney was exciting was when he fought Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, he got wobbled in that fight, didn't he?
I think Jay's gone, mate. He's there.
One, two,
I'm
three,
watching
five,
down.
nine.
No, I'm not watching
Oh,
up.
okay.
Golf's on up. Boxing's on down. No, I was watching and listening to you.
I honestly thought the way your head was moving, then you were.
Nah, I'll snore if I'm asleep.
Ramirez on Haney here.
He's just not.
There's no power
it's
there.
not-
There's
not-
no point.
there's no- Nah, he's not the same.
Bit more
He's not the
urgency in this 10th round, though.
Roberto Duran, the man I was stood next to for 45 minutes and didn't realise.
I think he buzzed Haney a bit.
You got close security straight in.
Yep.
Even he's saying, "Why am I? You can't pay me enough. Why am I sitting there?"
Every time I see that in the chat, I'm like, oh, someone's been chinned.
Shiraz is massive, isn't he, compared to Berlanga?
Yeah, he's definitely taller than him.
It adds to the mystery of how Hamza ever got to 154. Never mind 160.
Yeah. It's a tough fight, that, though, isn't it?
It's about to win 2 rounds.
The first fight up at 168. It's about to.
That's a great fight.
Well, mate, it's the fights we want to see, but the Hamza we saw against the Diamonds, there's question marks there now for Berlanga to exploit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Gloats in the house.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Looking as feminine as always. She's a toxic bitch. She's such a good fighter, but she just hates the world for not bigging her up.
The world against
She thinks the world owes her something.
See, now that visual that panned out was amazing. Like, that's what I wish it just looked like in general. It feels like they're just in like a corner of Times Square.
For me, it just seems like they're in a venue now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They were fighting in time. Oh, one uppercut by Ramirez. Go on, empty the tank. God's sake. Ryan Garcia will piece up Devin Haney in the rematch. It'll be a bad beating.
Yeah, I don't see it going any way other than a Garcia beatdown. He's way too fast.
He is. And Haney can't punch.
No, he couldn't knock the skin off a custard, could he?
JFT trademarker, that is. Or couldn't knock the skin off a rice pudding.
I've said that a few times. I don't like that one.
Skin off a custard if it's JFT, mate. Come on.
Skin off a custard.
No, he says rice pudding as well.
You do say rice pudding. I switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
Depends, to be fair. The skin of a rice pudding takes a hard shot. Skin off a custard, mate. Anyone can do that. So it depends who it is.
Oh, love it. This is what it's come
I
to.
think this is a low light for this fight that we're debating custard.
Yeah, discussing rice pudding and custard or wet paper bags. I don't think Haney could punch his way out of any of them.
Mate, Shane Mosley's been telling us porkies.
Shane Mosley's been nowhere.
Well, we don't know, do we? Because you've got to throw a punch to knock
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
out with it, and he's barely thrown one in anger. Really, he's pitter-patted and jabbed and a couple of counters, but nothing like then. It was a leaping hook. He's not planting his feet.
Oh, hand history rolls on fire.
The battery,
Oh,
attempted battery.
Standing too close for 36 minutes.
Yeah, evading person. He evaded my personal space.
through too many
that
punches.
was evaded, officer. Evaded.
And he knew he was going to come in. Yeah, I saw it. I'm his daddy. I'm from the streets. We don't lie on the streets.
Ramirez winning 3 rounds in a row.
Come on, lad.
Too little, too late, though.
Yeah.
The excitement had history, though, if this was round 3 rather than round 11.
That's the problem. He ain't got. He's left himself too long and not long enough.
I mean, yeah, it's impressive you can stand up between round 11 and 12 and you don't fuck all for 33 minutes, but
That was a nice jab from Haney to finish a round. Actually, a scoring punch.
1 of 6 in the fight, but it was just,
The good thing about it is there's only 3 more minutes left.
if you're Robert Garcia in the Ramirez corner, you're just telling him to throw hell to live it now.
Yeah, like just you have to go in. You have to go in.
You've got nothing to lose. You literally have nothing to lose from what you can do for the next 3 minutes.
for it. You've got to go for it, haven't
Just
you?
don't stick it on him, man. There's not much threat coming back.
Knock him out.
Hamza.
Hamza.
I love it.
Ramirez will kick himself when he watches this back.
I will.
Because he's had an opportunity to win this fight. But instead he's single-handedly put half the world's population to kip.
Just all from Ramirez it needed is he keeps flicking out the jab. It needed something following in behind to put Devin under a bit of pressure, but nothing's come, has it?
Absolutely not.
Still only flicking out a jab. Sorry, mate. Still only flicking out his jab here in 12. It's just you want to see have a go.
Mate, I've got the Black Desert Female Golf Championships on, and I swear to God I keep looking up.
There's
nothing happening here.
Yeah, Tundi. He needs to get Tundi.
Lions.
Lions.
Hello, John Jones beats Tommy. He's back in the game.
Who said that? Oh, that's his name. I
Yeah.
can't see. I ain't got my glasses on.
It's our friend from last week.
I think John does beat Tom.
No comment. Jay, wake up. You look tired.
I'm awake, you cheeky prick. Not you, Sam. Whoever that is, I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on. Writing's too small.
Sam, just read out the J hate comments. Let's see what you get.
Wake up, you look tired. But I'm obviously tired if I'm asleep, but I am awake, so I don't need to wake up. I look well tired. I'm tired. Who's not? It's nearly 2:00 in the morning here.
And this fight ain't exactly keeping us awake.
This fight, I've been having to fight sleep for 36 minutes.
It's more than these guys, isn't it?
Right, Haney. This is one that I'm pointing an absolute snooze fest.
Shit, wasn't it? No, Turkey ain't going to fly into Saudi business class, is he?
He ain't making the cut for the jet. No chance.
I don't think he makes a cut for another fight under him. I don't think they're going to want him, or not a big money.
Unless they feed him to Garcia.
He's not a draw, Devin Haney, is he?
No,
by himself.
He's not a draw at all. His dad does all his talking for him.
The Garcia rematch is going on the Bivol Batavia free card, isn't it? That's the.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
But would you want that as your co-main event to Bivol Batavia free?
Not really. Well, to be fair,
For Ryan, yes, but based off of.
I don't ever want to watch Devin Haney box again.
yeah, there's that variable as well.
It's crap. He's so talented as well, isn't
He's super talented, but
he? No.
He's got all the talent in the world, but he just sends you to sleep.
the entertainment business too, isn't it? I believe there's no involvement there now between Eddie and Devin. Dave,
He's a free agent after
free
this.
agent, yeah. Ramirez is about to win 4 rounds in
After
a
this fight, he's a free agent or in general?
After the
he's free agent now. He's been a
I
free
bet
agent.
Eddie's
for
thinking,
ages.
thank God for that.
I thought he already.
He hasn't been signed to Matchroom. He wasn't signed to Matchroom for the Garcia fight.
All right, I don't know, mate.
Eddie was just there as his
Eddie was basically just there as a friend.
Cheerleader.
glorified cheerleader on his
The way that he worded it, he was there as a friend for Haney.
Yeah.
Even though Devin dropped him to sign with Top Rank so he could go and win all the belts.
And Eddie ain't got no friends.
allegedly.
Right, boys, let's take 5 before Garcia and roll in. Come back with a renewed mindset. I don't need to hear Devin Haney getting a 120, 108.
See you in a bit, boys.
I'll
see you in a minute,
few
boys.
minutes, boys. Thanks to Hand History Vault Dave. John Jones beats Tommy. Karlov. And Dave at Roper, did I say?
Yeah.
And anyone else that's joined us, appreciate it, guys. And we'll, hopefully.